All right, bang bang. Today is Thursday. It is February 3rd. Excuse me. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Doing a free swim here. We have myself, we have Jeff Lowe, we have Nick Turani, and we have Andrew here, who might chime in, who might not, but he's here.
Tech guy Andrew, Chico Technico, scariest guy in the office.
Why is he the scariest?
He has everybody shaking in their boots. Once I was trying to help. We had a pile of cords, wires, and I picked them up. I started wrapping them around my arm to do the loop thing.
Yeah.
And the look on his eye, he said that you're bending the wires the way they don't want to go. and you said they have a way they want to go, and you're going the opposite direction.
Yeah, they do.
That is so true. Like, if there's one thing, because if there's one thing that bothers anyone in the production side of things, it's really the mishandling of wires, and I don't blame them whatsoever. And every time I do the arm wrap of the cords, you just get a look. You get the look of someone else in that room one time went, I was like, "Is this good?" He's like, I forget who it was. He's like, might have been Steve. He's like, "I'm just gonna redo it when you're done with it." I was like, "I'm just gonna leave it here." I was like, "I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm so sorry."
Just keep it rolling.
No, and Andrew keeps an eye on everybody in the office, make sure the productivity's up to snuff.
He has my favorite Barstool quote of all time.
I think we have the same favorite Barstool quote.
Can you lay it on us?
Yeah, work ethic is among our scarcest of resources.
Dude,
I was in a dark place.
you could throw that over a sepia photo of FDR, and I'd be like, yeah, he said that.
If you go back and you watch the 2018 NBA draft, or is the draft coverage that Mixtape was doing, Jeff, I think you might have even.
That was my first year. Yeah,
it was the first, and it was a shit show. Pete was gone at one of the first Rough and Rowdies, and people were just asking for everything left and right. This was at the old office. Everything was broken, and I lost my mind. People were sitting around drinking beers, asking me to do things.
There was a massive blow up, I do believe, during that draft coverage on the production. There were some arguments in the background that got ugly.
Yeah.
Well, now, who was that specifically about? Enough time has passed where you can say.
You could say.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember. It was one of the producers. It could have been Noah.
Okay.
I respect all the producers here.
Yeah.
For the most part. No, Noah is great. I'm trying to remember who else was around then. Tom Lay, your boy.
Oh,
he was there, but he's always been a grinder. I'll give Tom his due. He's got that heating and piping jacket that he wears.
Yeah, and he's got the Dwight Schrute hat. He wears the neon.
Yeah,
I mean,
orange.
you don't just wear that. That's blue collar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Production stuff's been pretty big here lately. Respecting producers.
Oh yeah,
it's been a topic of discussion.
I'll never do it.
Yeah, you just treat your guys like shit.
Yeah.
He beats up Owen.
Yeah.
Frequently.
No. TGA scares me as much as anybody in the office.
Who else scares you?
That's a really fuck. All the upstairs people.
Yeah.
They're here to work.
Mm-hmm. They're here to work.
Yeah. All the women.
Yeah. That's fair.
Gaz.
Gaz, yeah.
He's nefarious.
He is.
Yeah.
He's always got an angle.
There's definitely Gaz is here today. Gaz doesn't scare me, but there's definitely a different feeling when Gaz is here. Especially now he's not here every day. You're like, oh, Gaz is here. Because I think anyone who walked in today and saw the back of Gaz's head with the hat on, their first thought is, when I turn the corner, is Dave going to be in his office?
Yeah.
There's people who definitely have that thought, especially with how things have been here lately. So yeah, I feel like Gaz is a fear striker.
And he's right over your shoulder. You have a horrible seat for him.
Yeah, I'm in the mornings though. Typically when Gaz is here, so it's not I don't think Gaz is it out for me.
It's not the worst.
You never know though. Mm-hmm. Maybe he does. I don't know. He's cooking one up.
You never know.
Maybe
he was apparently stoking the flames on the Dante Riggs controversy. So that's what I've been told. So I don't know. Yeah. Who else scares in this office though?
I'm trying to think. I have
upstairs. Our third floor. You are right. I think there's a lot of people who I don't recognize, who are there, and there are people up there, and I don't blame them. They mean fucking business.
Yeah.
When they walk around, they walk by you, they no interest in discussion. They're here to do their fucking job.
He's a nice guy, but Devlin's got something behind those eyes.
Yeah, and I never want to get beat up by a guy that's dressed exactly like Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
I think Devlin just wears two different shoes. I don't know if he lost one and went to Facebook Marketplace.
So last time we talked about this. Last time we were in here, we did the bracket for which you guys have a show now.
Now we just do brackets all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
The fast sit down chain.
You should do one with us.
Yeah,
should
that'd
do
be
one
fun.
with us.
That'd be a lot of fun. Well, that was actually, I want to say that was the first day of coronavirus. Looking back, like, because I'm thinking I was here, and that was like, yeah.
You should actually do a show where you pick a bunch of things in a topic and debate them.
Yeah. No.
I feel like that'd be really good for you guys.
The bracket's a lot like the dog walk drafts.
It's just in brackets.
Is that and not to flip it on you, but is there Nick and I are turning the tables on you, Eddie?
Yeah.
Isn't it the most annoying thing in the world too? Like, people do this with a dozen. Like, they'll tag me. Someone will make like a 1980s Miami Vice like meme or something, and they'll be like, "Whoa, Jeff D. Lowe, cease and desist." I'm like, I mean, I didn't invent the 80s. I feel like you get that a lot too at drafts, one way or the other too. Didn't someone go after you for like they were doing like draft podcasts for?
No, surprisingly, no one's ever come after us for that. But I know they went after. There was like a big thing because there is like a big fantasy podcast that I've truthfully never listened to once, but he was like going to get picked up by Simmons, and then they didn't make a deal, and then they just did their own, and then so that guy was like feuding with the Ringer. I remember that, and then I remember Big Cat stepping in and be like, "Hey, like, you don't own this shit. We did Mount Rushmore's in like 2016."
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer that everything's already been done.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't worry about it. I'm going to steal your shit all the time, Eddie.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a good format, right? Like
It's just like it's just one of those things. Like we do like LCB was always lists.
Yes.
Like, we always did lists, and people were like, "Oh, you love making rankings?" Yes, I like ranking things. I like debating and like discussing like nostalgia. Like, it is. No one was the first at it. I mean, someone was, I guess, but
BuzzFeed's the original lists.
that is true.
They were list heavy.
what happened to them?
They got tuned into news.
I thought they went quiz heavy.
They went I thought it was they went too news heavy.
No, there's a ton of like really strange BuzzFeed quizzes now. There's what yak commenter are you? Not what yak member, what yak commenter in the
Really?
live chat. There's not a quiz on BuzzFeed for what yak member are you. But there is one for what yak commenter. The yak has become very strange with that. It's like,
I feel like you're fucking with me right now.
I promise you I'm not.
I do
Really?
believe this.
The yak chat, they don't watch the show. It's evolved into this very weird like speed dating thing. And like guys will go there and flirt with girls. They have like their own drinking games. They fucking hate us. And they just go there
they?
as like a scheduled meeting place. And it's become this very, very weird thing.
I'm completely unaware of all this. Did you know about this?
I know the Yak Chat is wild.
Yeah.
Really?
To that extent.
But they don't watch the show.
I don't leave the live chat up when I watch.
And there's girls in there too?
Yes. Girls and guys flirt. I think there's been like drama and hookups.
Oh,
And
no.
we're none the wiser. It has become
absurd.
this very, very weird place.
Well, what's up with that New York Twitter Spaces? Wasn't it like a month ago or a couple of weeks ago?
I wasn't in on
I didn't
that.
jump in. I haven't jumped in on Spaces all that often.
Were those like cheapies?
I don't know. I know I saw Spider in there, Jack McGuire, but he loves to argue. You know,
Yeah,
so
he
it's
does.
just- yeah.
My knowledge of like that realm of the world left when O'Day left the company. When Tyler O'Day left, like cheapies and all that, like that left my brain. I don't.
Did you see Tyler O'Day, Empire State Building, is getting some flack on TikTok?
Oh no! Why?
The Swifties are after him.
Why?
I think he made a Taylor Swift TikTok with the Empire State Building, and they're getting attacked.
That's tough.
He was someone
a
who-
tower's getting attacked in New York again.
He never struck fear in my eyes.
Tyler O'Day. Nick.
The third time's a charm.
Welcome to the show, Nick.
Thanks, man.
What were you saying?
O'Day never scared me. He was one I liked always.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
You scared me.
Why is that?
You invited me in here for 20 minutes, and then when I walked in, the Dave Portnoy logo was up instead of the dog walk. And I was like tracing back. I was
You
like,
thought it was a setup?
what the fuck did I do?
No, you got some good compliments on today's show, actually.
Holy shit.
Yes. Uh-huh.
I can't wait to meet that man.
Yeah.
Shake his hand.
Well, are you friends with Rico much or no?
We're both Catholic.
Oh, okay. That stands for something.
Yeah,
right?
if it does.
Okay.
He follows me.
Oh, okay. He follows you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of interactions I've seen between you and Rico now.
He unfollowed me once, but never blocked. And he said I had to just do like a week penance.
Oh, what was your penalty? What'd you do?
I followed the sit down.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
How does he know who fouled?
It is shocking.
He does. He has an
his
awareness
tendrils
level.
are everywhere.
That's unbelievable.
He has an awareness level that is otherworldly.
No, I got back in his good graces though when I called him a top tier Gentile around Easter time. He was like, "Yeah, you're right." And then I got the follow back as soon as he walked out, and we're good now. We're cool.
He was pumped. Oh, how about this? Tom Brady. He quote tweeted the Patriots. He said, "Thank you, Patriots Nation. I'm beyond grateful. Love you all."
That's how he corrected. That's how he
Yes.
courts. That's bad.
Is that enough?
That's a bad look, I think. Because
Is that enough? He won 6 fucking Super Bowls there. What's he need to do? He thanked him when he left.
it is a weird look to not have him in your 3-thread. It's bizarre. It's just very un-Tom. I mean, this is the man who doesn't eat tomatoes.
There's zero correlation there. This guy doesn't eat nightshades. He can't
Also-
thank the fucking Patriots.
I also will say he's got to be so fucking tired. I feel like he's a man who doesn't realize how fucking tired he is, and he's gonna retire. He's gonna like wake up tomorrow and eat something he hasn't eaten in 15 years and be like, Jesus Christ.
I'm curious to see the offers he's going to get from every company, every media company.
Oh yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think he will do it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I could see him trying to start his own.
Well, I mean, he's such like a personal brand guy
Yeah.
too. That's why, when it first happened, I was like, no way. Like, he wants to sell a T-shirt.
The
along with
farewell
this.
tour,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
in every stadium. Yeah, I was shocked.
Well, not even like a farewell tour, but just like when he makes the announcement, like he wants the hosting site to be TB12. No,
Oh.
but he did it on Twitter, so I was wrong.
Yeah,
But regardless, it's people are mad, or some people are mad.
a lot
I
of
should
people.
say.
A lot of people here are mad.
Yeah, I know.
I to be honest, I'm glad my team did win all those Super Bowls. It seems stressful. They're
Yeah.
all stressed out there.
Yeah, right.
They got to worry about all that shit.
That's why I like having a controversy-free quarterback like Roethlisberger.
And I think people don't realize how big of a football fan you are.
Yeah.
Is that okay to say? I feel
No,
like
I
that
feel
might
like
be,
I feel like you're towing a line right now.
I know, like I don't
You
know if that's
hide it. I mean, it's on purpose.
It's strategic.
He went to a Knicks game last night.
Oh,
and they were playing the Kings. How much?
He
how-
willingly saw the
You
Kings.
really have to like sports.
yeah, that's for real.
Yeah.
Well, so why does he do that? Let me ask Jeff.
I don't know. I think I learned pretty quick you were a football fan. I don't know what over though. Like it was obvious, like quick, but you just like don't talk about it a ton.
I just don't want that to be the focal point of my job.
Right.
I don't like that as much.
You're
and I think,
smart, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to fall into that trap here.
Everybody that's primarily sports tends to stop liking sports once it becomes
Correct.
Like,
It's yeah.
It's like a chore to watch everything.
I even stopped doing Browns like previews and stuff because I was beginning to despise waking up on. I was like, why am I? Like yes, I could do it if it's because of my job, but also like I'll find another way to do that type of thing. I was like, I'm hating it now.
Yeah, I
Like,
started hate making my halftime
Yeah.
and final videos.
Yeah.
I'm just
It's weird.
Yeah. And then you guys don't get the praise and recognition for getting an easy NFL question right on the dozen.
Which one?
I'll get an easy NFL question right, and people are like, holy shit, where'd he pull that one from?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's just
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
That is like not to get too real. That's such a life thing though. It's I've learned that. I mean, we're all basically the same age. I think we're all 1 year apart.
Yeah.
You're a year older. I'm a year younger. Than Nick's younger than me. Man, once you hit that point in life where you're doing something that used to be fun and a hobby, and now it's your job.
So weird.
Like that, you hear that you're like, well, make your hobby your job, make your passion your job. But there are times where you're like, holy shit, now this is like not like movies was my hobby, and I made it my job, and I'm very thankful for that. But then also it's like,
But now
it's
you're
also my job.
now you're down a hobby. And
Yeah,
hobbies
right,
are hard
right.
to come by.
I don't know-
Especially as an adult.
Yes.
When was the last time you got a hobby?
No, I to be honest with you, when people ask that question, if it's like on a written form or whatever, that's the worst question.
Horrible.
I
You
don't
have-
have a hobby.
No.
I work. You
And
know
it's
what I mean?
impossible to like what are you going to pick up a fucking bass guitar?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't make birdhouses.
No.
Like
I don't
it's
think I have a
just
hot. Like I think I actually re-downloaded like Call of Duty to play video games with my friends back home. You've been playing video games with people, but like I mean, do you call that?
I'm not good, and I don't know if I like it.
Do you call that a hobby though?
Nah, I think that's just a time pass, like something to pass the time. I guess that's the definition of a hobby.
a hobby. I feel is like there has to be
disc
some.
golf. Like this is why I don't
Yo,
blog disc
you're
golf.
the disc
Which
golfer.
this is
I
what-
wanted,
that's why.
I wanted to start blogging about disc golf.
Don't do
Like,
it.
and
Then you'll-
nobody
yeah.
would like it.
Yeah.
I'd get
You'll
it.
hate
But regardless, I fucking love disc golf, and
Yeah.
I just was like, I enjoy watching it. I I'm not gonna fucking.
I know you do.
it.
As somebody who logs into the Barstool YouTube page
Yep,
all the time to
yep.
upload the dozen,
It's
the
all-
suggested videos are a
All
lot of
recommended
disc golf. Also, someone's recently been watching a lot of chess too.
Really?
Could be me.
That's not me.
Could be me.
Really?
A lot
Chess
of
is
Magnus.
a hobby.
Yeah.
Chess is a hobby.
Because you could read up about how to get better, and you could like,
Hobbies have to have learning curves.
I think to a degree, yes.
Yeah. You can't go into a hobby and be good.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even know what I would like. That's a sad answer, but I don't think I have one right now.
All right, hey, let's take a quick break here because we got to talk about Fuzzy. If you're not familiar with Fuzzy yet and you have a pet, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because you got to get with Fuzzy. Fuzzy is a telehealth service for pet parents that offers 24/7 access to personalized pet care from veterinarian professionals. Okay, from everyday questions to middle of the night emergencies, Fuzzy has the answers pet parents need through live chats and virtual vet consultations available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Fuzzy can answer your pet questions, big and small, urgent and every day. Fuzzy can also recommend the exact right products for your pet, all of which are handpicked by their established team of veterinarian professionals and available at discounts exclusive to Fuzzy members. From getting your pet's diet just right, to meeting their middle of the night needs, to finally figuring out what makes their breath smell that way, nothing is too big or small for a quick Fuzzy call. Right now, Fuzzy is offering our listeners a free 7-day trial membership. Go to yourfuzzy.com/dog today to sign up. That's a free 7-day trial at yourfuzzy.com/dog. And for a limited time, Fuzzy is also offering a special discount of $20 off any of your pet products needs. That's pet meds, supplements, food, and more with promo code DOG. That's yourfuzzy.com/dog for your free trial of Fuzzy with access to 24/7 personalized pet care and vet recommended products. We can't recommend Fuzzy enough. Don't be worried about things because if you know Fuzzy has your back, that's always a nice thing to have. So go use Fuzzy. And let's hop back into the episode.
I have a question for you guys, and I was thinking about this myself. Well, it's bonus season, and we've all performed fantastically.
Tremendous.
Yeah, so we get this little bump.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you bought for yourself for enjoyment? I can't remember, and I was like, I'm going to buy something for myself, and I can't think of one thing.
Probably a TV.
Yeah, but
I was like, I just bought a car, but I don't consider
that's almost
that
that's a
enjoyment.
utility.
Yeah.
You
Like,
did-
what was the
you
last
did buy a
fun
car.
thing you bought for yourself?
I mean, I've really only bought like 3 major things: a TV, a bed, and a car.
Congrats on the car, by the way. It's pretty
Thank
cool.
you. Thank
Do you
you.
trust the self-driving?
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's like, but you do get used to it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's scary.
Man, I actually have no idea. I bought an automatic. I bought an Amazon Alexa powered soap dispenser the other day.
That's fun.
Here's
I will
here's-
say that's fun.
little spoiler, kind of piece of shit.
No.
It's okay. I bought an automatic trash can.
I feel like
I don't think that falls in that lane.
I feel
though.
like you do a lot of that. Like you're the type of guy that like, and this is not a bad like Amazon. Like I get one good Amazon thing a month or something like that. Like
You're an
could see
Amazon guy though too.
I'm an eBay guy.
Oh right, you are.
I collect
Yeah, but
like
that would-
2000s ads from magazines.
But that's enjoyment though. But you mean big purchase?
yeah, like a something you wouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
that'd
No,
be a
I don't.
gift.
I don't think I have. I don't think I have. I do want to get an Oculus,
Oh yeah,
which I am getting.
Those
But
are fun.
That would count. That
Do you have something, or no?
No,
You said you can't.
No,
you don't
I
have
couldn't think of
anything?
anything.
you got an Oculus.
I got an Oculus for Christmas. I didn't
Alright,
ask
so
for it.
That doesn't count then.
No,
You got to buy yourself something.
right.
What is it though? I think a car counts.
know.
I think you bought
think
a
so?
you bought
Did
a cool
you
enough
need a
car.
new car?
My car was pretty shitty, but you can't say I needed it, but it was.
But you
was
also
pretty shitty.
does the fact that he got a does that
That changes it a little bit. That's
'Cause
like
it's
half.
nicer?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like if you needed a TV instead
Sure.
of 4K, you went with fucking like 8K or whatever.
That's fair. No, to a degree, I would agree with you.
The Tesla has like 0 emissions, right? There's no tailpipe.
No, that's no, not at all. Like it sucks because different states have like different bonuses or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, and if you're in California, you get like a $6,000 rebate for like clean energy and shit
Yeah.
like that. Illinois, I don't have to go to the emissions place anymore.
That made it real simple.
Yeah.
You could
Thank
keep it
you.
on in your garage without dying.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good too.
Have you slept in it yet?
No.
Does the convertible it converts to a bed? I know that because
No,
of
does it?
YouTuber.
It goes all the way back.
YouTuber Casey Neistat. Yeah, he does that in the back of his Tesla.
Really?
I'm-
He might have the rich one though. Like I don't. I have the very basic.
I'm
one.
go home, get in your trunk, lift up the thing. There could be some bed stuff in there. I'm just telling you. I think it's pretty basic for the Tesla.
It comes with it like a jack or something.
Yeah. Like you go in there for the tire and there's like a sleeping bag and like you convert it to like a bed, I think. I'm pretty
I have to check it out. I know it's it definitely goes under, like it definitely dips. Well, here's the thing too. If what I keep telling people too, like, I mean, what's nice, and you guys lived other places. Being in Chicago, like my rent's like $900.
That's insane.
So
Yeah,
technically, everybody here can have a Tesla if you just moved out of New York.
Maybe one day.
Isn't that crazy?
Why the fuck would you want any of us to move out to your nice office? What an insane.
Yeah. Your office is like nice.
What a
put
dangerous
together.
prop. Have you been? No, you haven't been there.
No,
yet.
I haven't.
The best part when I walked in was that All Business Pete was in there. I thought it was one of the
That's
funniest.
the worst part.
It's one of the funniest things.
My God.
But to walk into another
No.
Barstool office and there's just an All Business Pete standing there, it was one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen.
I would be livid. Like I just escaped you.
I
and here you are.
I turned to Eddie. I'm like, is that's All Business Pete? He's just here.
That's Pete,
I was in
baby.
New York too. Yeah.
All
But-
Business Pete had fucking 500 Madden codes, and I was like, "Can I have one?" He said, "No, you have to enter the contest like everybody else." Never got one.
Stop.
Never got one.
Pete works in mysterious ways.
I would be careful inviting people out to Chicago. You guys have it. Not that I hate. I mean, I love it here.
Yeah.
But you guys have like
It's not. It's
Could you
nice.
imagine we all moved out there?
It's nice. I mean, who knows? It might happen someday. But
That office is already starting to show some signs of wear.
of where? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like there's already, and like people just accrue shit. Like they're like, people are like, oh, you guys want this? Like, yeah, we'll take this. Like the massive scoreboard from that Iowa cornfield game. That like White
You
Sox-
have that.
Yeah, and it's still in the box.
It's still in the. It's just in the
still-
box
yes,
there.
It's in the box. Because,
What an insane thing to accept.
and I'm not. It's bigger than this wall, dude. It's huge.
What are you? What are you?
The White Sox, Dave and Carl just want to hang it up, which like I don't care. If
That's
What
cool.
they want to do,
but that's
like,
a big like.
It's huge.
That's
and
not like here's a wall like a court decal
Yes.
from like the Big Ten tournament. It's like the
Yes.
fucking scoreboard.
it's huge, dude.
Who also just gave that to Dave and Carl?
Yeah, White Sox, Dave. He was probably scooting around trying. Yeah, give me that. I think I got a hit. I was responsible for 3 of those runs. But I don't know. Do you got to go, Nick? Sorry.
What time is it?
It's 1:02.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh, you do? Well, it was nice to have you here.
Yeah,
while
I
you were
appreciate
here.
it.
I appreciate you
Yeah.
for the 20 minutes.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy.
Of course, yeah. We'll finish it out here. Jeff D. Lowe and Andrew. Jeff, I do. I think did I have you and Kenjack on? Was it 2019?
A while ago.
I always like to have you on. I know I feel bad now too because you just said that it's.
I
not-
really, really hate talking movies.
I know you do, but
I so much so that I stopped doing Tupac. We stopped doing it. I mean, Kenjack's. I won't speak completely for Kenjack, but I know he feels the same way. It's just you get. I mean, you like doing it. It's not like I don't want to do my job anymore. I just want to do it in a way that I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And like that's unfortunately like the dozen is going to be one of those things where I hope it keeps growing. I'll never truly love, I'm never going to like love the work of the dozen. I love the product. I love the output. But like no matter what you do, you're never going to like. It's a realization in life when you accept that things become better. Because you know what it is? It's also I think a lot of it's finding the thing that you fucking hate. Like I'm like part of it's kidding. Like I'm very grateful to be doing movies as my job.
100%.
But it's like one of those you get that moment where you're like, fuck, this was a hobby. It's not a hobby anymore. Like this is like I can't just stop. Like if there's a week I don't want to watch a movie, like I'm gonna still watch because like if I don't stay up on the know and all that, like I start to sound like an idiot. So it is like a weird. But like compared to what I used to do, it's like not even. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and then I had a
No
long
complaint. It's just a funny observation.
for sure, and I had a long conversation with Chief either last week or the week before about there was like student debt and like a bunch of random shit, and we talked about that, like the whole notion of like, oh, figure out what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. Like that's just not true.
It's not.
Yeah, it's just not, and that's like I don't want to sound like spoiled brats on here because we're both very grateful. We love this company. We love our
Right.
like for sure, but it's like. There is a degree of like it still works.
I think the key. Right. That's the thing. It's like we are spoiled to work here, big time.
Yeah.
Like it's and it's funny because like you see people say it's like, oh, I must be insane to work in that office and house. And like I don't take any of it for granted whatsoever. But like when you tear away like this is fun. Right. When you tear away like the little things and you're doing like kind of the nuts and bolts work of stuff. Like I'm currently like making graphics for the whole episode of The Dozen.
Yep.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
But like the for me is it's not that you'll never work a day in your life when you do something that you love. Is that when you do something that you love, the satisfaction means more. It's just a completely more satisfying and gratifying feeling. And I think everyone here, top to bottom, whether it's Dave or Erica or you or Andrew. Like, I think most people would probably agree with that. It's not. It's. I think you and Chief nailed it. It's the output is all that matters. And I think
Yes.
once you realize that, because like I've had friends and people who they talk about job. I'm like, you're a fucking lunatic. Like you, if you want to live that life, you go win the lottery. Like that's like your only. No matter what you do, you're gonna grind. You're gonna have shit where you're gonna be like, God, this sucks.
Yeah.
But then, in the end product is satisfying. Like that's the thing. Like the shittiest thing I do here is a billion times better than what I would do at my last job.
Yes.
You got to realize that.
Wear what the fuck we want.
That
like,
is such
there's
a
definitely.
You're so right about that. Such a crazy like weird thing that just has gone around. Like I've heard it my whole life. Like you'll never work a day in your life do something that you love. And
Yeah.
I'm sure someone's listening. Like, well, that's me.
Yeah.
Maybe there is. But even like a dream place like this for myself, like I could not be more grateful. Like the fact that I'm doing this, I'm trivia. Like that's still fun as shit. It's work. It's still fun.
Yeah, yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
talk nonsense later tonight. We're gonna do another trivia. Like going like that's great.
And there's different aspects
still
of the
work,
job
yeah.
too. Like of course, you going around and going to the shore house and shit like that. Like that's a very fun aspect where it's like that's having a great fucking time. But then there's like there's still times where you just you gotta get your hands a little dirty.
It's just like it's
Not
one of
literally.
those. That's like if I gave like life advice to like people just a little younger than us, I think that's my biggest thing. It's like find the thing that's going to make you most satisfied. Like when your work is done.
Mm-hmm. And something that gives you time to explore other things and give you some
Right.
freedom.
That's the biggest thing to be thankful for here is freedom to like kind of do whatever the fuck. I mean, you just
Yeah.
walked over to my desk and said, "You want to do this?" I said, "Yeah, let's go." Like,
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. It's like it's not. Don't find the thing that makes like the work itself fun. And again, maybe you find that. Maybe you're a fucking bowler. I don't know. Maybe you're a professional bowler and that's what you do. Maybe I don't know. But I think all that truly matters in the end is when the product after the work makes you happy. That's the key.
Yeah, and
That's the key because it always does here for me. Always.
for sure. And is there any aspect of movies you still get excited about?
Oh,
though?
I still love them. I still love watching them.
Yeah.
But there's just like it's one of those weird things. Like I don't even hate it. I like don't hate it at all. But it's just one of those odd feelings. Sometimes you're like, I can't stop this right now.
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
watched
yeah.
a movie the other day that was so fucking bad. It was so bad that like when I worked at GMA, if I was watching, I probably would have turned it off and watched it again later. But then we had an interview right after it, and you're like, that's weird. Like it's just a weird. It's a weird it's a weird thing.
It is, but my thing is too. Like I still get excited over the storylines and the what ifs, and like, oh wow, like is Harbaugh gonna leave and shit like that.
Right.
Like, do you still get excited? Like, oh, like this
Oh,
movie
yeah.
in July is supposed to be crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's just like the guts of it is where I'm like, people are like, oh, what do you think's gonna happen Sunday with Fields? And it's like, I don't know. Like, that's what always is kind of.
We were like doing Mandalorian breakdowns for a while, and we would do them, and then we'd film it, and the filming was fun. And then I'd go process the video, I'd edit the video, I'd make graphics. It was like a 10-hour process. By that time, I'm like, I fucking hate this show.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like now but like I think that's probably the case. But that's just I don't know. That's the nature of it.
For
It's just
sure.
what it is. Like I mean, you think like I don't know if they'll ever admit it. And I'm not putting words in their mouth, but you think like PFT and Big Cat got to come in here every fucking Sunday and no matter what, watch every game start
it's
to finish.
tough.
Like that sounds fun,
Yeah.
but at some point, like outside of that life, if like they were like accountants or if they were working a desk job and nothing to do with this,
Yeah.
if they're watching a slate of 4:00 games that sucks ass, they could just go do something else. Like they, you could do that, and that's just one of those. I don't know. It's one of those funny things. But again. I almost hate harping because it makes it sound spoiled.
It
'Cause
does.
I
It
love
does.
it.
And I hope that this conversation doesn't come off that way if you're listening, because it's not. It's not meant to be at all. Like we're both very thankful.
It's just
and grateful.
it's just one of those things that you just don't.
Yeah, because like how this started was because I like to I like to have Jeff and Kenjack on like before the year and be like, oh, what's like the big Marvel movie coming out? What's the big horror film? And I just like to go over everything and just like get shit on people's radars. And I could tell like you were less than enthusiastic about it. And the thing was, I understand. Like I get it.
We had reasons we changed LCB a little bit, and I've said this, and I don't know if people even believe me. I was like I'm on, like honestly like it was getting so mundane that like I'd rather find a way to keep doing it just a different way because like I worked a job. I mean, I didn't work at Grizzled. I didn't work in the fucking coal mines. Like I worked in news, but
Yeah.
I worked a job that made me incredibly fucking just depressed. Like it sucked. It was a shit. News sucked, and I was like, I'm never gonna do that again. I'm never gonna do anything where I like can't change my course and like enjoy what I do. It just it's again. I hate making it because I could not be more thankful to fucking work here. Like I wouldn't trade this for literally
Same.
anything.
Same, dude.
Anything.
Same.
But it's like you mentioned like the college jet thing. It's one of those things I wish that you wish people were better at that in like college, of like being honest with you about stuff.
Oh, totally.
It's like the fuck.
Yeah, like
It's like
that.
tell me that shit.
For sure, dude. That's why, like, my solution was that, like, everyone should have to have, like, their minor or whatever be like a trade.
Yeah.
You know, like, that was my thing.
Your end product needs to outweigh. If the end product of your job outweighs everything else, then it's great, and that's exactly what it is here for me. Like this is why this place is a fucking dream. Is that no matter what, if I go do something throughout the day that is like grueling or I fuck shit up, people don't know if they watch The Dozen, like I fuck shit up sometimes, and or if it like takes me a while and I'm not like doing a great job at it. I know no matter what though, that final thing, I'm gonna be fucking amped. Everything I've done, Dozen, LCB, Barstool Sports America, no matter, I don't know, fucking arguments, like literally like no matter what, that's like the one thing I wish people would have fucking told me in college.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man.
Instead,
I
they
feel
just took my $40,000 to Penn State. I'm fucking paying it off for years.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
No, I hear you. I hear you for sure. So I guess we'll end on. Can you give me 3 movies that you're excited for this year?
Dude, we just looked the other day. Jackass comes out this weekend. I'm excited.
Okay.
I mean
I am too.
does that count though? It's just Jackass.
But
like
I think it does, dude.
Yeah.
Because it's
I mean,
something
yeah.
new.
The Batman's the next like really truly big thing, and that comes out in March.
Okay, so
We
that's
do
in
have. I'm
March.
excited to watch the Texas Chainsaw movie, which is
Oh, yeah.
produced by Pat.
Yeah, Pat, Hard Factor Pat.
Hard
If
Factor
you-
Pat,
I've
yeah.
had him on to talk about it before. If you listen to that episode,
He's
it's
had the
coming
rights
out.
for years.
Yes. February 18th?
Yeah, I think it's next.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's going to be on Netflix. I'm amped for him. Very excited to watch that. But other than that, it's really just we just watched the movie. Actually, I can say what we watched Moonfall. We had a great interview with Patrick Wilson afterwards.
Oh, yeah? He's
Dude,
from
we
The
got-
Conjuring,
we got
right?
30 minutes into that movie, and that was one of the movies where it's like, oh my god, I wish I could. I wish nothing from anything else that I could stop this right now and just do something else the rest of my day. I was like, I want to turn this movie off so bad. It was mind numbing.
Yeah, that's tough.
Turn my brain into mush. I would say the Batman. Watch
Okay.
watch Peacemaker and Righteous Gemstones though.
I know. I've heard about this Gemstone show.
Gemstones is so. I actually have not watched Sundays yet. Gemstones is so funny.
Have you seen Heaven's Gate?
I've not.
No. Are you familiar with it?
I actually don't even know what that is.
So it's an old movie, I guess, that had like a pretty. It's like the most over budget,
Wait.
like 70s movie. I think it was in the 70s. Kirk drafted it on the draft on Monday. It's like it was like a nightmare. Okay, it's got who's in it? Yeah, it's got Brad Woodruff,
Oh
Dourif,
yes. No, I've not. No, so I've not seen Heaven's Gate. I know about
Jeff
Heaven's
Bridges. Yeah, Christopher Walken. So apparently there's a 5.5 hour cut that like we were talking. I think like our next bet, someone has to like live stream themselves watching that. So I feel like you guys, there's some type of crossover there that would be funny with you guys too.
That's 325 cut. Okay, that's. Oh my god.
And then,
I've heard
1980.
very like periphery type stuff about this movie. I've not seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it. And then it made $3.5 million. It was on a $44 million budget, which was like $44 million was like way over budget back in like the 80s. So I found that interesting. So we got to do a watch or something with that. But all right, see the Batman and
5 hour
Jackass.
watch along. Yeah, go see Jackass.
Yeah.
Make sure to stream.
Is it the last one? Did they say that?
I assume it has to.
Really? They'll
I mean,
do another one if it does well.
I mean, it's been almost 10 years in between It's been 10 years in between the last one. Now,
Yeah.
not filming, but
Mm-hmm.
hey, they might be tapped out, Eddie. I
You
don't
think
know.
so? I don't know.
How
They
much
get like
more
Eric
can they
Andre and they get Francis Ngannou involved. Like there's
Eric Andre's movie Bad Trip was funny.
Yeah.
It was very similar. It
When was
funny.
that out?
It was out last year. It's also on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
That's very similar to Bad Grandpa.
Oh, okay.
But it was funny. There was a couple things I didn't love, but it was pretty fucking funny.
Okay. All right. We'll go see those then. Jeff, thank you for hopping on. Thank you for doing this episode. Thank you to Nick, too. He's gone. Thank you to Andrew. Tech guy Andrew. We'll start working hard. Take that quote to heart if
I
you
know.
take anything.
I'm just here recording.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Jeff, thanks. Thanks, everybody, for listening. That's it for today. We'll catch you guys next time.